This follows a plan of the Cuban Communist government.
What reason would Fidel Castro have to direct these hijackings?
Basically, they ridicule the United States and to obtain publicity for his regime.
While you were in Cuba, did you know or hear in meetings with your brother Fidel of any plans that he might have to hijack American planes?
On many occasions, Fidel said before me that he would put into execution plans to ridicule the United States and thus prove this country's weakness before the world. I have no doubt that the hijacking of planes was among his plans.
¿Cuál es su opinión sobre los secuestros de aviones?
Esto obedece a un plan del régimen comunista de Cuba.
¿Cuál es la razón que podría tener Fidel Castro para hacer o dirigir estos secuestros?
Fundamentalmente hacer el ridículo a los Estados Unidos y obtener publicidad para su régimen.
¿Tiene usted alguna prueba de que su hermano Fidel podría estar tras estos secuestros?
Estoy absolutamente segura que Fidel ha planeado y dirigido todos estos secuestros como planea y dirige todos los actos de subversión y de terrorismo en todo el continente americano.
Juanita, mientras usted estuvo en Cuba, ¿usted escuchó o vio en las reuniones que tuvo con su hermano Fidel algunos planes que implicaban el secuestro de aviones americanos?
En diferentes ocasiones pude escuchar que Fidel en conversaciones frente a mí decía de los planes que él realizaría para poner en ridículo a los Estados Unidos y para probar ante el mundo la debilidad extraordinaria de este país.
Más, Jorge.
It was wonderful, our work there in Quito. I think it was a battle that the Cuban people, the free Cuban people, won in this opportunity.
Clandestinely, through Ecuadorians living in Ecuador and Cubans living in Ecuador who approached them, they were able to get their message across and to get their mission done through these people who willingly helped them unconditionally to get their message, their document, and their words across to them.
And we need to continue fighting in order to obtain the liberation of our country. We don't care what he feels. What we need is do more and more and more each day, every day, and fight with all our heart in order to throw and to have a freedom country. I don't care if he like or don't like us. Of course, he don't like it. Anything against him and against his the regime.
Miami's Cuban exiles met tonight to put the final touches on tomorrow's massive demonstration at Bayfront Park to protest Fidel Castro's address before the United Nations. White crosses symbolizing those executed by Castro will be carried by demonstrators. The Cuban president is expected to speak before the General Assembly in late morning or early afternoon. To coincide with Castro's speech, protest leaders in Miami are asking exile business owners to close their doors as a sign of protest. But while these exiles organize Miami's reaction to Castro's visit, another prominent Cuban militant is now en route to New York. Juanita Castro, Fidel Castro's sister, left Cuba 14 years ago. And despite long hours behind the counter at the drugstore she co-owns, she says she's determined to fight communism.
What is the main purpose of your trip to New York?
Is to demonstrate the whole world our position, the free Cuban position against the tyranny, against the communist tyranny that our country is suffering and has been suffering during 20 years. Less than a week ago, the Pope spoke at the United Nations. His words of love and peace and human rights can still be heard. Tomorrow, Fidel, the star satellite of Russia, will speak in the same place, trying to fool the world, since he represents the opposite. He represents war, slavery, misery, while he makes fun of human rights.
Nervous but determined, Ms. Castro did not hesitate when asked what her reaction would be if she were to come face to face with her brother. She simply said, "That's impossible." Gustavo Godoy, Channel 4 News.
Outstanding citizen.